Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Optimal Training Group. So in this video, I'm going to continue with my travel approval application, the 4-stage travel approval application. So as you all know, I'm doing this so I can really learn and prepare for my PL200 exam that I'm going to be taking probably sometime by the end of this month or maybe sometime in early September. So in my last video, I talked about using a Canvas app. I showed you all these tables that I created. So I have all my tables ready to go. And I started with the Canvas app. And I have decided to take a different direction. I've been in the Power Platform for about 5-6 years. And all of my applications have been with Canvas apps. And I've always used a SharePoint list as a data source. But since I have these Dataverses here and, the model, I decided to go with the ModelDriven app. So I want to be creating a ModelDriven app. I've been playing around with it at work, trying to understand it. It's also helping me with my study. So let's go ahead and create a ModelDriven app. So I'm going to come up here. I am in my solution, by the way. In my solution, my travel 4-stage approval solution. If I come here, I go to app, ModelDriven app. So I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say travel approval ModelDriven. So I don't get confused later, I guess. And then create. So wait for that to come up. Okay, now that's up. So now what we're looking at here is we are in the designer, the ModelDriven app designer area. And over here, this is where you create your pages. This is where you can create your, add your different pages. I don't know what any of these, I haven't started playing with these yet. I guess you can describe a page here. But I'll do these things in a different video using the dashboard and all these things. Once I figure them out, I'll use them in different videos. So let's kind of learn together on this journey. But here's my Dataverse table here, and I'm going to add this, right? I'm going to look for my table. So here's my table that I created, and I'm going to add that in the navigation. Now, what you're looking here, this is just standard right here. When I initially opened this up, this is standard. This is like a wrapper around your application, so this will always show. It's this kind of standard and comes with everything, with every app, ModelDriven app you build. And once we start creating our form, and what I'm going to be doing today is creating a simple form. I'm not going to do anything complicated because I don't know how to do anything complicated next or complex. But let's keep it simple today. And today I'm just going to be creating the form for my travel request. And I've added it here. And as you can see, it just says form, right? So if I click form, this is what we see here. This is my form. I'm probably going to, not in this video, remove this travel ID if I can. Once I learn how to remove stuff. So this is the form. You can edit form, it says here. And when you edit form, what's going to happen is going to take you to a different workspace, I guess you can call it. So let's save and continue. So here's the workspace. You have this related tab here that shows you the different tables you have, but I'm not going to be dealing with that today. So I'm going to call this my travel form. But I am missing certain fields. I want certain fields to appear. So I want my my dates to show here. And I can't add it because it's not showing here. So this says show only unused table columns. It took me a while to figure out that I need to uncheck this to see all of my different columns. So these are some of the default columns and some of the columns I created when I created my travel requests table. So I want to add these two columns, which will become fields in my form. So I'm just going to do this and do this. So you can just drag and drop. And you can move things around really easy. Now, I hope you guys can notice the difference between this and the Canvas app. Canvas app is more, you can kind of customize it as you want. But here, there is no Power FX. You gotta do no kind of no kind of coding or anything. So this is what I want. I can kind of arrange this the way that I want. Boom. And you can hide certain fields. I think you can hide this. Oh, that's hiding the form, excuse me. If I come here, I can delete these forms. I mean these fields. For these ones, I can't hide. I mean you can hide it, but I don't know why you can't delete it. I mean if I delete these, it's just gonna delete it from the form itself and add it back. Well, it's already there, but you can add it back. But anyway, so this is the form, right? So I can just save and publish. And then I can go back. Let me see if I go back, it goes back to that studio I was telling you about, right? And I have my navigation here, and it's gonna load up. Now, if I click new, this is what we see, right? So these are the two fields that I add. Okay, simple. Now, what if I wanted to add a business process flow? Meaning, for example, if, I'm going to hide these two fields. I'm going to hide the travel date and the start date and the end date. And when this field gets populated, the title, then I want this two to appear. So how do I do that? And that's where you create a business process flow. So I'm going to kind of come back over here and edit, save and edit. And what I want to do first is I want to hide these two fields. I'm going to hide this one as well. So now that I've hidden those fields, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on business rules. Now in Canvas app, when we want to hide a field, we use Power FX. We use a formula to hide fields. But in our model-driven app, we don't have to do that. We just come over here to business rules. I click on that. And I am going to go to click right here on the left-hand side, new business rule. Now, while that's coming up, let me delete this. It's playing around earlier. Now, while that is coming up, what I'm going to do next is I have this condition here, right? This is a condition. And what I want to do is say, if my title field does not contain data, I want to do something. So let me apply it first. Always remember to apply. If you click out of it when you make a change, it doesn't save and you have to start over. And then I'm gonna come over here to components, and what I want to do is set visibility of a field. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna say the end date, the visibility needs to be no. I'm gonna click apply. I'm gonna come over here and grab another component, set visibility again, and I need to do the same thing for the other field. So I did it for the end date, and let's go do it for the start date. And I'm gonna change that to no, right? And I have to apply. Okay. And you know what? Let me give this a name, and I'm gonna say hold on a minute. First of all, let me come here. Does not contain data, and I'm going to say hide end date. Apply. Hide start date. And then apply. So this is like if you come from a developer background, this is like an if-else statement. So now that I have this condition where I'm going to say hide or show date fields apply. So if this field is blank, title field is blank, then hide these two fields. Else, and I'm going to grab my component again, set the visibility, and I'm going to say else end date is yes. I'm going to say show end date, apply, and I'm going to come back up to my components, grab the visibility component again, and I'm going to say show start date. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to select, where are we at? Select start date, and yes. And I'm going to click apply. And as you can see, as I am building this, it's doing it. It shows everything here, so that way I can have a good view of what's going on. And it has the text over here. So if title does not contain data, then hide travel end date and start date. Else show travel end date and start date. So I just created a business rule, and as you can see, these are the different components. I can recommendation, lock, unlock, show error message, set business required. And I'll probably go through some of this as I'm going through and studying for my certification. But that's how you create a business rule. So save, and then you can also validate, which did that for me. You can click validate. Validate, and then let's activate it. If you don't activate it, you can also activate it. Oh, it's gonna appear here. Actually, it won't appear here because it says show only active business rules. But if you uncheck it, it'll show up, and then you can click on the ellipses and then activate it. But I'm gonna activate it here. Activate, and it's processing. So good. So now it says this action will attempt to activate the process you have selected. So activate. And it's going to finish activating for me. And then I can go test it. So business room is activated now. As you can see, it says deactivate, which means it's activated. And so I'm going to just close this down. I'm going to click done. And there it is. So now we can kind of test this out. So let's save and publish. And let's go back. Okay, let's go back, and then let me select my travel form here. So here's my form, and let's test it out now. So let's come over here and click new. And I'm gonna come here, test, boom, and as you can see, disappeared. I don't know why I have these. Maybe I added it several times. So let's fix that actually. Let's fix that. Let's see if we can fix that. Let me or I can just come here and just say edit, save and continue. Let me go back and let me make them visible first. So that way it can show. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's see. Because I'm not sure why it's showing so many fields. But let's kind of solve this together. And if I don't solve this, if you know how, just let me know. Let's come here. What do I do? Oh, let me select my form first. That'll help. And let me go back. That's weird. The only thing I can think of doing now, let me go back and let me click on business process and let me deactivate this. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna deactivate it, make it inactive, done. So let's solve this together. Let's kind of troubleshoot here. So I've done that. I need those fields to appear. So save and publish. Okay, I honestly don't know why those fields are appearing, why duplicates are appearing. Let's come back here. Let's do this. What does this do? Edit, let's see, save and continue. So here we go, let's see now. So now, why is it not appearing? Show hidden. Okay, good. So now I showed hidden. So now what I want to do is, okay, delete. So if you saw, I clicked on this, and I'm assuming this will help solve the problem. Delete. I must have added it several times. I guess you can add it. Let me do this. Let's see. Oh, so you can't add it. You can add duplicates. It doesn't prevent you from adding duplicates. So let me delete from here. Let's delete you from here as well. So now I only have these two. So what do I do now? So I want to move this up here. So let me do this. Because I am hiding these two. So let me do this. Oh, I see. So if I had any hidden fields, I like that. If I had any hidden fields, I can just show hidden and it'll show. You know, in Canvas app, when you hide something, you can't really, there's no button for that. You have to go look for it and unhide it. So good. So now let's save and publish. You can add JavaScript libraries, and now we're going to get to that some other video. So now that I've saved and published, let's go back to our business rules. Let's do this to show the active, unactive, inactive, edit, do this, done. So I'm kind of glad I went through that little debugging session here. Sorry this video is taking too long. And let's back up. Let me save and always remember to save and publish. And let's go back. And let's kind of try that again. So I come in here, do this. Good. So there you have it. Travel, start date, travel, end date. So that's what I wanted to show, guys. So I hope you guys have learned something from this long video I've created on model-driven apps. Come back again, and we're gonna do something else to continue learning. So thanks for watching. Please like, share the video. If you have any questions or you want to see something, please put it in the comments. This is how I learn. I just go hands-on and build an application. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.